Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be how to get her to tear your clothes off and seduce you. Well, I got an email success story. It's a great email, hopefully to inspire you, because this guy's gone through a complete radical change in his life and in his body and his success with the ladies, and he was so excited about it he wanted to share. So he read my book, I think he said 14 times. He lost 120 pounds over the last year. He committed fully to the gym and leveling up in every aspect of his life after he came across my work. So in other words, what he did is he controlled the controllables. He had control over what he put in his mouth and how he moved his body and what he did and said. So it's a great email because he had this girl that he went out with and she was just like ripping his shorts off and couldn't wait to get to the general and beat the bishop. And he said, and because she was on her period, and he's like, man, my ex would have never done this. And so he's elated. And I'm really happy for this guy because you can tell he was emotionally and mentally beat down in life. But he did the work on himself. He controlled the controllables. And now he's killing it. And I'm so happy to see this. I mean, losing 120 pounds, that's fucking amazing. So he says, Corey, I owe you a huge thank you. Over the past year, I've read How to Be a 3% Man 14 times. I also lost 120 pounds by committing fully to the gym and leveling up in every aspect of my life. The transformation has been insane, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, and especially in how I show up with women. Last night was a perfect example of how effortless it is when you show up as a high-value man and a woman actually likes you. It's important to go out with women that have a high level of enthusiasm for you. They're like, oh, hell yeah, I'd love to go out with you. They just make it easy. I planned a second date with a girl I've been seeing. We started, and so this guy's doing a good job. He's taken her to 3 different places. So, again, that's detailed in the book. Because what you got to understand is most guys, either if they have good rapport, they go and they pick her up, they take her to dinner, and then they take her home. Or they meet her someplace, they have dinner, they have drinks, and then they leave. And most women sleep with a guy by a second or third date. So if you go to 3 different places in one night, and especially if you're getting in and out of the car, or in and out of Ubers or taxis or the train or the buses, and going to different places, it's almost like you got 3 different dates in one night. It makes it easy for the cunnilingus and all the good things that you want to happen. He says, we started at a local pizza spot with outdoor seating around 5 p.m. And earlier that day, I casually told her, bring your clubs tonight too. So I guess apparently she likes golf. And so she's got her own clubs. Who knows, maybe she used to play with her dad. Her dad's pretty good. And he says she lit up. After dinner, we hit the range at the golf course, and my buddy Bob happened to be there. He'd just taken a lesson from me, and he hyped me up in front of her. It was perfect social proof. Well, it's always good when you have good friends that talk you up. But talk you up in a way that makes you look confident, not like a bitch who always gets rejected by women, which, you know, some guys do that. Oh, he gets rejected by every girl. I don't know what it is, but he's always getting friend zoned. He's such a good guy. He goes out with these girls and he never hears from them again. Some guys will say shit like that thinking, oh, I'm really helping him out. But as long as it's positive, doesn't make him look like a bitch, makes him look like he's successful with the other ladies, that's what you want. Obviously, you don't want him bragging about other girls, but you also do not want him saying that, oh, he just has terrible luck with women. It never works out for him. He never gets second dates. Girls ghost him and blow him off all the time, and I don't understand. Guys will say shit like that don't know any better. So if you got a friend that's going to be there, this is, again, one of the reasons why you don't do group dates is you might have somebody in your group that's just a total beta and is terrible with the ladies. And he'll end up saying things that make you look weak and unattractive and actually can cock block you by accident. Just because they're dumb and they don't know any better. I gave her a lesson and she was surprisingly good. She was laughing, relaxed, and fully into it. At one point, I said, if you chip it close to that target, I'll let you kiss me. That's a great line. Because he's saying it from the perspective of, hey, I'm doing you a favor. He says she nailed it on the first try. We kissed, and the chemistry was electric. I told her, let's go to the park and keep this night going. He says Enger Park. I don't know where that is, but he says now we're on our third location. Eventually we made it to the top of Enger Tower, and the sun was setting. I'm sure you guys in the comments can say Enger Tower. I don't know where that's at or what country or state it's in. He says there was a built-in bench, so I pulled her into my lap. We started making out heavily, real passionate energy, and at one point she said, that's more like it. Oh, she likes it. Hey, Mikey likes it. That was a cereal commercial, I think in the 70s, 80s. You older guys that are my age, maybe you can put in there which cereal that was. I remember there was like this myth that Mikey, the kid in the cereal commercial, he drank Coca-Cola and ate Pop Rocks and he like died from it. But it was like a myth, urban myth. And started using more tongue. I kept the pace just slightly slower than hers the whole time, staying grounded in my masculine energy and not chasing. She started to shiver, so I said, let's go warm up in my car and continue this. On the way down, I playfully held her against the wall for another kiss. Dominant, but respectful. In the car, things escalated. She was practically ripping my shorts off, and without getting too graphic, let's just say she enthusiastically took care of me in a way I never experienced in my previous relationship. So in other words, she could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch, apparently. Afterward, she mentioned she was on her period, and all I could think was, number one, my ex would have never done anything intimate during that time. Number two, this woman is clearly into me. Yeah, she didn't want you to have blue balls. She wanted you to have a nice release. And she needed a protein shake. So it's a win-win for everybody. Everything flowed naturally. I never chased. I never over-pursued. I set the tone. I led confidently. And I made her feel safe, desired, and excited. He did a great job of building anticipation, teasing her, being playful. And because he read the book and took it seriously and he'd optimized his body and he felt amazing about himself, he felt proud of himself, he felt proud of his life, it was easy for the woman to get excited. And she may have been punking him a little bit. She may have been hustling him. It sounds like she was a better golf player than she let on. I think she just wanted him to put his arms around her and show her how to hold the club when she knew how to handle a stick. I wouldn't have had the mindset, the patience, or the self-respect to handle this like I did without your book. Corey, your work changed my life. I'm in the best shape of my life. I know my worth, and women can feel it. That's confidence and competence, my man, so good job. Thank you for giving men a roadmap to become the kind of man women want to be with. A grateful student of the 3% way. Well, congratulations, dude. Congratulations on your success. And so for you guys that are lazy or the cherry pickers, this is what happens when you really take this shit seriously. You got to participate in your own rescue. There are no shortcuts to success. Because, last Friday, I had a couple emails, and it looked like both the guys, the free one and the members only one, were cherry pickers. And they were fumbling the football when it was pretty easy to move things forward. So make it easy on yourself. Take the time with the book. Take the time to optimize yourself in your life. I also highly encourage you to read Mastering Yourself, which is also in the members area of my website. You can read it for free. And if you got a question or a challenge and you want to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the products tab or coaching tab at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and book a coaching session with yours truly. And if you haven't already signed up for our exclusive paying members premium content, In the video description of this video, there are links to join on YouTube, or you can join on Spotify, or our website, understandingrelationships.com. Just click the plans tab when you get there. And the website, you obviously get the email analysis that goes along with these video newsletters. Plus, you get videos that we're not going to have on YouTube because some of the stuff I just can't put on there. There's things I can't say, can't talk about. And you can do a 7-day free trial on the website so you can see what content you get for your money. And if you choose an annual plan with a 7-day free trial, you get a 25% discount at the end of the free trial period. So go there now, understandingrelationships.com, click the plans tab, and sign up for a premium members only subscription. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.